game of our regular season. I was feeling really good about our season. I put in a lot of work in the off season. I was named captain at the beginning of the year, and I was feeling really good about our chances that year. And about 10 minutes into the game, there was a free kick. I went up for a header around the 18. I actually won the header. I ended up seeing the replay afterwards, but I got a header in the face, right in my cheekbone. I broke in 3 places. I actually came off, kind of shook it off, said, oh, I think I'll be all right. So I went actually back in the game for another 10. And I said, something's seriously not right, I got to get off. So I went off, spent the night at the hospital there at UBC, and I had surgery that weekend and found out that it would be about 8 weeks until I returned to full health. And so it was pretty devastating for me at the time, first game of the year, realizing that I probably wouldn't get to play that year. I've always been kind of a stat keeper, so I knew I was about 100 or so minutes away from having the most minutes in Spartan men's soccer history. And so I was in that game against UBC. I thought one more game and I have it, and sure enough I got injured and I had to take the whole season off. And it was a real humbling experience for me. I feel like God was telling me, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing it for me? Do you want to get the record so that people remember you in history as playing the most minutes for the Spartan team, or are you doing it to bring me glory? So it was a real humbling experience for me, and it was great to be able to get it this season in preseason, but it wasn't on my timing. But that's kind of what I learned, that God has a plan for me, and it's when we're in accordance with what He wants for us, it's when we live our lives to the fullest. I did a lot of fitness in the off season. It was really frustrating. It's a real frustrating injury because I was still able to run and kick a ball and do all those sorts of things, but I just couldn't risk getting any sort of elbow or shoulder to the face. So I ended up playing with a men's team. I actually took the semester off of school as well. I worked a bit of construction, and nothing like a semester construction to get you motivated to get back into school, that's for sure. It's great to be in that position to try to lead others. I feel like I have a lot of experience from the different teams that I've played for, different guys that have come through the program. I've learned a lot of different things from a lot of different mentors, older guys on the team, and I think I can really help other people with my experience in the back, keep things organized back there. I like to communicate a lot in the back line, so I hope to keep things organized back there. We have a pretty experienced team this year. We're losing, I think, 8 or 9 guys at the end of the season. I would have been one of those had not been for my injury, so it's a big year for us, a lot of experience, and I'm just trying to help the team as much as I can back there. The best part about Trinity by a mile is the fact that you can integrate so many different areas of life. You can work on, obviously, your soccer, academically, and what I believe to be most importantly, your spiritual life. And I feel like this is a really unique opportunity we have at Trinity to integrate all 3 of those things. And it's really helped me grow as a person and become more well-rounded as a person. A few years ago, I went to a national training center with Athletes in Action, and they taught us a lot of things about integrating faith and sport. And that was the first time I really thought about it. Thought about bringing God on the field with you and using your play as a way to worship Him and to honor Him with your play. And it kind of struck me. We learned different techniques as if you maybe make a bad play or something, instead of maybe swearing under your breath or getting angry, trying to use that as a refocus and maybe think about God and just say, don't worry about it, because it's all just worship to Him. So it really takes the pressure off of you when you think of things that way, and you're just going out there to try to honor Him and play the best you can.